It's day 248 and there's just 2 more videos left after this one of my 250-day daily vlog project. As I've said before, don't worry, I'm still making videos. If you were worried, if you were thinking, oh thank God, you're not going to make any more videos. That's not the case. You're not even going to notice that it's not daily anymore. It's just going to be once in a while, I won't appear. It's been a very interesting process, and it's interesting that it's a kind of coming to a close as we learn that theatres and entertainment spaces can legally have performances indoors in the UK from the 1st of August. And I thought today I would talk about that because since the announcement a couple of days ago, I've seen so many things online, and I think what it boils down to is one of risk and one of personal preference. Because I personally feel it's a very positive, good sign that from August the 1st we can have indoor performances again in the UK. Now, I'm not suggesting that that's going to be easy for all venues to do. Some venues have made it very, very clear already that it's just not going to be financially viable to do that because of social distancing and the amount of seats, etc., available in the venue. And you think about bars and people ordering drinks and toilets during the interval of a show, think about all of those things. It is complicated for some venues, but it isn't for all. So I think what I want to say about that is it's a step in the right direction, you know. I mean, August 1st, people can now have live performances indoors again. And what that means is that, of course, that the government aren't preventing you from having a show, which means they don't have to bail you out because they're forcing you to stay closed. So I think that's part of the conversation right now is, you know, don't think that that solves the problem with the arts in this country, Mr. Bojo. And I would wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment, but it is a step in the right direction, isn't it? If we want to save the arts, we've got to get the wheels turning again, get the cogs moving again. But the biggest question for me is, are you going to want to go and see something? Because it doesn't, you know, we get past what's legal and what's not legal. We get past what's financially viable and what's not financially viable for certain venues. Here's the question. The question is, are you, actually you, willing to come out and see a show on August the 2nd or September the 2nd or October the 2nd? How do you feel about it? I would genuinely like to know. Would love to hear your comments below. But just on a personal level, about if someone said to you, look, I've just heard about this show and we're allowed to go and see them again, and God, it's about time, isn't it? And the arts need our support, and it's supposed to be fun and funny. There'll be music, there'll be laughs. Shall we go? Would you go if there was social distancing measures in place, if the guidelines were adhered to, if the venue was taking the right precautions and dealing with things in a professional and safe manner? Would you go? Or is it still too risky for you? I would genuinely love you to tell me that, because that's what this hinges on, really. I've been very, very fortunate to be talking to a few venues, a couple in London, a couple outside of London, about my show Looking for My Friend. And for those of you that don't know, it's me and a pianist. Currently I'm working with Michael Ralston, who helped develop the show with me. And our director is Sarah Louise Young, who has sort of helped dramaturg as well as direct the whole process. And Looking for My Friend is a show about my love of Victoria Wood and her songs and her work in general. So the cast is obviously very, very small. Me and a piano player, and we can be socially distanced on the stage with the piano between us. So from that point of view, a lot less risk than a pantomime with 50 people in it, for example, and huge dance routines, and, you know, blocking and staging where people have to touch or kiss or hold hands or do a dance together. So, you know, that's great for me and for people like me who have been creating small work for themselves for many years. I'm really excited about that, and I want to share it with people. I mean, I just I can't think of much better than Victoria Wood's songs and some jokes, new ones by the way, from me, as well as old ones from included in the script, and a bit of a love-in for somebody that made so many people happy, and who a lot of people have been relying on during lockdown, watching reruns of Dinner Ladies. I wonder how many people have discovered her for the first time. People that didn't even know her when she was alive because they were too young or just busy doing something else. I would love to also know that. So yeah, 2 days left of my daily vlog project. Around 40 people away from my target of 1,000 subscribers. Oh my God, can you imagine if we got to 1,000 by day 250? And then this sort of strange crossover of the very, very early buds of potential live entertainment coming back. Fingers crossed. And I know it could all go horribly wrong. You know, there could be a second wave. So many things could go horribly wrong. And I want to be sensible, but I also want to be brave. And I want to step forward and do what I feel is safe and that guidelines are telling me is the right thing to do. But as an entertainer who wants to be in front of people, again, live, that's not a decision I can make on my own to a certain extent. You are going to have to be part of the equation. So I genuinely would love your comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to press that subscribe button, and maybe we'll get to our 1,000 people by day 250. I will see you tomorrow for the penultimate time, if we're safe.